was going to say good morning, but it's not morning, it's afternoon, and it's about, well, it's evening actually, it's nearly 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in Britain, and my name's Steve Farragher. This is the Big Shave. Let me adjust this, it's the right position. It's the Big Shave. I haven't been on for a long time, and I'm making a bit of a resurgence because a few people have asked me why I don't do them anymore and what the situation is and everything, and I thought we'd do a little bit of a catch up and try out a new old razor that I've got this week. Okay, so what's been happening? Lots been happening really, not much in the shaving line of things, but in the the life in Liverpool, we've got lots of things going on, but I won't tell you about them because it's too complicated. But what I will say is, I decided I was going to come back. I was going to do something a little bit different, and so here we go. This is well, you can see that very well. This is the Min She. It's what a name. And it's, in case you don't know what the Min She is the Chinese version of the Min She Futur. I've always been a bit wary really of getting one of these and trying them out, but I just thought to give it a go really, and on initial inspection I'd be very hard pressed to find the difference between the two. The weights seems to be the same, and everything else, the mechanism seems to be the same, and it's roughly a quarter of the price, so looks like it might be a bargain, but I haven't shaved with it yet, so I can't really say. The other thing to say is I don't actually own a Min She Futur at the moment, because the one I had I lost. I put it into a shaving bag and somehow the shaving bag's gone missing. This was at Christmas, so we're talking about 6 months ago. So I haven't actually shaved with a Futur for a while, so this has been quite interesting. So what are we using? We're going to tread over the old territory really. Best way to shave with a new razor is to use a blade that you know and love. And I'm using the Astra Platinum blade, which is that one there. So we'll be able to judge what this razor is actually like. So I'm going to put the blade in first. So I'll try to cut anything. Okay, so unless you've been on another planet, you know that you drop on the floor like that. Unless you've been on another planet, you know in the future that the actual blade fits in to that space there, and then the top pops on. Leaving, especially if it's on a 6 setting, leaving quite a wide gap between the blade, which is at the top there, and the bottom guard, which gives you a very in a good shape, but you've got to be quite careful what you do, because you can end up chopping big chunks out your face. Okay, so again we're going to use a fully recognisable soap. Lather them up with, so we're using the Arco soap. So it's Arco soap, Astra blades, a Min She razor. See how it goes. And as usual, the Arco soap doesn't let you down. There we go, a nice blob of soap there. Done very quickly. I'm using a Big shaving scuttle as well. Not many of them left. And first thing to do is to wet the face. Now I've got several days growth here, so this should be quite interesting. The reason I'm tipping my head back a little bit as well is because I've got bifocals on, and it's, I can't really see if I tip my head forward like that. Well, I can, but not very clearly. So the 3-press shave starts off always with a good lathering. Now, unlike my Min She Futur, this one hasn't got the little rubbery bottom to it, so I need to make one of them. So the first thing to do is to shave in a outwards direction with the growth. It's the first pat. And the first impression is that it's almost identical to a Futur. even down to the sound that it makes when you're shaving. It's the thing about the Future was it always gives good audio feedback. So first pass is just a fairly quick shave. I like a whistling sound in the background. I think it's a kid outside with a recorder or a flute. I'm not shaving my top lip at the moment. I'll tell you why in a second. That's the first pass. Feeling good. Second, lather up before we move on to the second pass. And in case, as I said before, in case you've been on a different planet, the second pass is always across. So the first pass is always with the growth, the second pass is across the growth, and the last pass is against the growth. So we're going across the growth now by doing it like this. So what's everyone been up to? As I said, I've been incredibly busy. The community business that I run, we've opened a vegetarian cafe. I might have told you about that. That's about a year ago. We've also got a bicycle recycling project, and the final thing that we have is we've opened a bakery, all on the same block of shops in Kensington and Liverpool. Okay. I've got a little bit of a beard thing going on here, and I've also got a thin moustache, which I'm not gonna take the risk of shaving with the makeup because it'll I know I'll cut it. I'll show you how I do that in a second. Okay, so that's the second pass again. It's taking it down to a more manageable level. On the last pass, it's going to be against the growth. Okay, so this time we're going to go down the edge of the chin line, feeling as we go, make sure we're catching everything, and hope you can all hear that flute. It's fairly toneless, isn't it? But okay, so just checking the neck out, make sure. The great thing about the Arco soap as well is that it always gives good lubrication to the face. Face doesn't dry out. Okay, so we're going up the face now. Ow, oh, ow, caught me nail on the blade. Ow, 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 ow. And so just picking up on any rough bits. The bits that haven't been touched. Okay, there we go. Right, finishing off the moustache. I'm actually committing the head of here because I'm gonna use a little disposable razor. It's more manageable, and I'm less likely to take a chunk of my lip out of it. So what I've got going now is like a little bit of a thin moustache, a thin top lip moustache, which is so right on cue. After the dog's barking. So we got a little bit of a beardy thing going on here, a bit of a Frank Zappa thing, and also a little bit of a sort of 1940s moustache. Now I'm actually using the viewfinder to shave, so I'm not really sure I'm doing this very well. So if it looks crap, then apologies. Okay, so clean the brush out, clean the shaving bowl out. It's all going now, and then put some fresh water into the bowl. And the final thing to do, the razor, a bit of a wash. We'll talk about the razor in a second. Glasses off. Wash all the soap off. And end up a very bare face. You can see how close that shave is. So, opinions on the Min She. I don't know, I'm going to be controversial, but I really can't tell the difference between this and a Make a Future. In fact, if I was given one, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference. The actual build quality is fantastic. Most Chinese knockoffs in the past, Chinese knockoffs of Gillette, are really, really disappointing. The metal's usually not half as good as in the original, but this is you know, almost heretic really, saying that this is as good as, you know, the mechanism seems to be okay, nothing untoward there, and the proof's in the pudding really. The shaving's fantastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to finish off a little bit of a dry shave, and the price, I mean, pick one of these up around about 20 quid, I'd say, which is about a third the price of what you pay for a Make a Future. I'm not trying to put Make out of business, because I've actually made a lot of money selling Make a Futures on the internet, but beggars can't be choosers. As well as the packaging, you also get some Min She blades, which possibly should go straight in the bin, but it might be worth giving them one go at some point. So give it a thumbs up really. Good little razor, cheap. No difference as far as I can see between the original Make a Future and this one. Doesn't look like it's gonna fall to pieces. Doesn't look like the actual stainless steel, brushed stainless steel's any cheaper or any different than the other one. The one thing I've got to do is try and find some rubbery thing to stick on there, because all the years of having the rubber bits on the Future, it feels a bit loose, like it's going to fall on my hand. Okay, so there we are. We're at the end of the shave. So what do we do next? Well, we always have some aftershave, usually a cologne-based, alcohol-based aftershave. This time it's Alpa 378, which is a sort of strong, flowery smell. Put it in the palm of your hands, rub it through, and then rub it right into the skin. And then the final touch is, once the, upside down, this is the Arco cream, classic cream, which has at its base beeswax. So put some of that on your palm, put it on your face, rub it in, and then take your glasses off and rub it into your face. Takes all the sting out your face, improves the blood flow, and soothes before you finish. And that's about it really. I hope that satisfied a few people who've been waiting for me to come back. I'll try and get back a bit more, because I feel like I missed something by not doing the shaves. Talk a little bit about politics next time maybe, because we're in a very strange political situation in Britain at the moment. We just had a general election and the EU referendum last year, which was all a bit of fun really. I'll see you all soon. My name's Steve Farragher. This has been The Big Shave, and stay tuned for more big shaves in the not too distant future. Bye bye.